Hello, we're finally diving into a new artist, and the choice this time is Sleep Token, one of the biggest bands on the planet right now, and the only song I've ever actually heard from Sleep Token in full with my full interest is of course The Summoning, because that shit went viral as fuck. I've never heard anything else they've done, apart from just a minute ago when I found out they did a cover of Hey Ya by Outkast, so I give that a listen. But yeah, we're going to do their studio albums. I'm aware there are two EPs, appropriately titled 1 and 2, but I'm not going to be checking those out simply because they are early EPs with like 3 songs each, so I don't necessarily see the point. I will probably go back and check them out in my own time if I enjoy what I'm hearing from Sleep Token. But yeah, of course we're going to start with Sundowning, and then we'll go make our way all the way up to Take Me Back to Eden, and this is just an appropriately timed sort of cat hairs. This is just something that's appropriately timed, simply because there is a new album coming out, confirmed, in the next like month or two. So I thought, let's get into Sleep Token now, let's see what they're about, and then when the new album comes out, we can check that out without being a total cop-out, if you know what I mean. You know, again, music taste-wise, I know Sleep Token, again, one of the biggest bands right now. As far as my recent checkouts have gone, you know, with Motionless in White and Architects, metalcore is in my blood right now. I'm a new metal boy at the core, but metalcore right now, my big is the phase. It is the phase. What would I class Sleep Token as? I don't know. I've heard one song. So let's fucking dive in and let's find out, shall we? Shall we? First up, Sundowning. Let's waste no time and let's get it going. How do I do the thing? There we go. The night does not belong to God. It does not indeed. It belongs to me. Cringe. Let's see what this is about then. I know they've got sort of a electronical sound to them in some areas, and everyone sort of freaks out about the main guy's voice. I don't know any of their names, apologies. I know they all wear masks and they've got these like crazy costumes, and there's a lore behind what they do. You know, they're very, like, it feels like a lore-centric band. It reminds me of what Bring Me are doing with Posthuman. But yeah, excited. It's a long intro. Very long intro. I can't deny, from the clips I've heard of other songs as well, he does have a good voice. You can't deny it. And as far as I know, they are British, which is pretty cool. The progression's nice. I like this. It's not my sort of song. I don't normally like slower songs like this. I don't mind the odd few here and there, but this is like a really slow song. But the progression of the tune is keeping me interested. It's quite interesting. It's a really, really good opening track. I can't deny that. It's definitely designed to be an opener. It could also be a closer, in all fairness. But yeah, it's a great way to start an album. But then again, if it doesn't exactly set the tone, then, you know, it'd be one of those weird ones. But then again, you know, you get songs like Adderall on the end so far. But yeah. It's a good first track, to be honest with you. Like I say, it's not normally my cup of tea, but I quite enjoyed that. It was a nice change of pace from what I'm used to. The Offering. Emotionless vibes already. Sounds like Disguise. Turn it up. I'm a fan of those drums. I'm a big fan of those drums. They sound great. What's your kit? Okay. This is a really weird one, because that main riff, I don't know, it's not really riff heavy, it's quite deep, it's quite crunchy, but it feels like, I don't know, it almost sounds like Linkin Park. Whether or not that be a blend of the sort of sonic from, I'd say Hybrid Theory, maybe Meteora, but then it sounds a lot like From Zero as well. But then you get this, and it's like, what? Yeah, this is some like From Zero type music. It's weird. What on earth is going on? What is going on? I beg, drop. Do something crunchy. Very repetitive for as an ending, but it's a nice riff. I like the drums. I like the drums. Drum work is good. The riff is nice. Nice little riff. Strange to put it at the end of the song, but again, it's that sort of that progressive thing that happened in the first song as well. So yeah, progression is a big thing with these guys, based on the first two tracks anyway. But something I'm not overtly keen on up to now is the lyrics. They're alright, I guess. It's a very personal song. It feels very personal. It does almost feel like, to some degree, the album's trying to tell a story. Based on the lyrics for the last three songs and the progression of these songs as well. Sleep Talking in this album, anyway, are using the rock elements of the genre to enhance emotion, enhance storytelling, enhance emotion. It's a real good drive because, for the most part, there's a lot of electronic and hip-hop influences in these last three songs with some fantastic fucking vocals, mind you, that don't necessarily fit any of those genres. It's one big genre gangbang so far, and it works. To say it, it fucking works. It's not necessarily for me. Like here with the bass, this is like what you hear on the radio these days from most hip hop artists. It's a hip hop sounding instrumental. Again, with every song has been a different genre that infuses other elements of other genres into the same song. It's unique. No song so far has been the same, and I respect that. It's trying to appeal to multiple audiences, and maybe that's the secret to the success of Sleep Talking. Appealing to every audience. Hello. You alright? Yeah. It's really fascinating how all these different, again, say it again, all these genres are getting fused into the same song. Ooh. That low guitar reminds me a lot of Another Life by Motionless in White straight away. Oh, I like that. That's really good. If there's one word up to now I can use to describe everything, vibe. Vibe. Atmosphere. These songs go for some atmosphere. They want you to transcend into some other state of mind. They want you to sit there and just zone out and lock into the music. Drums? And a guitar, there we go. Yeah, the progression of these songs is fucking great. Progression again. Vocals are now getting into it. That is probably my favourite of the tracks we've heard so far. It's the progression in that track is great. It's almost like they use the rock element in that song and the intensifying vocal to signify corruption in some sense. It goes from such a tranquil kind of vibe and the song gradually picks itself up, becomes more aggressive. I like it. I like that one a lot. That was good. It's got such a happy feel to this song. To give credit, even if the vocals, for the most part, are not my preference, these instrumentals have been pretty sublime. You can put them in so many different scenarios. Like, this would go great as a movie soundtrack. Yeah, a much calmer one in contrast. But I still don't mind it. It was okay. Again, not for me, but I can see the appeal. This whole album's just been it's been a trip. I'm going to explain it like that. It's been a trip so far. The way that it throws you through different motions. Yeah, that one weren't really for me. I lost interest about halfway through that one, I'm not going to lie. Oh my... Right, okay. When I say that these guys are throwing me through every fucking motion on the planet with the fucking shifting of tones and paces and genres throughout this album, now we're getting into something that I was expecting to hear. I knew they had this sonic vibe to them where it's, you know, really calm, really tranquil, and they, you know, this euphoric feel, but I knew they had some stuff like this in the locker in their arsenal, but I didn't expect it to come like that, especially after what we've just heard. But let's go, I guess. Okay. That's some switch. The crunchy vocals remind me a lot of Slipknot self-titled. It's almost like it's a different vocalist. How does that go to that? It's crazy. Great talent. Oh, I like that. The breathing's cool. I like that. I like that one. Unsurprisingly, that was pretty good. And again, huge fucking change of pace. Jesus. Whiplash. Okay, I don't know if this is the case because I don't go on the platform. I don't use it. But this could very easily be a TikTok song based on this chorus. Pitch it down, pitch it up. Speed up tempo. TikTok. Me too. Part of me hopes this just switches up to be more like Gods, because this is not for me. It's not for me. I just want out of nowhere it to just like flatline, crunchy Mick Gordon sounds. That's better. Let's get a bit more aggressive. I like it when you get aggressive. That sounds... I didn't say that. Nah. Bring those vocals back down. Bring them back down. I don't want these heavenly vocals with this. Bring it down. Bring it down. Instrumental, yes. Vocal, no. Down. Pitch, down. Give me a dragged out sugar from the throat. Okay, then we go back to these Game Boy sounds. Yeah, the second half of that song was a lot better than the first, but it's not enough to save it entirely for me. I don't know. Again, yeah, it's alright. A lot of these tracks for me have either ranged from alright to pretty good. Nothing great, I don't think. I wouldn't say great. I wouldn't say... Well, I mean, some borderline great. I wouldn't say there's anything that's like, oh my god, masterpiece. But there isn't necessarily a bad song in here either, which is the astounding part of the thing, considering how much of an experimental type project this feels. It's not a bad thing, but the comparison I'm about to draw, you'll only understand this if you live in the UK. I don't know what the radio's like down south in the UK or further up north. I live in the northwest of the UK, the northwest of England, right? We're very common. A lot of the songs that come on our radio stations in and around the northwest, every male vocalist sounds like this, if not Lewis Capaldi or George Ezra. I hate UK radio. The radio in the UK is dog shit. Radio music is dog shit. But this, again, I don't know his name, but his vocals sound like they could go on a radio song and fit so perfectly well. So for the fact that he's on this album singing these kind of cleans and doing those kind of screams is quite the insane talent, I must say. Every credit. Switch up now. Heavy. Maybe. Come on. Okay. That was alright, I guess. And again, it's just, it puts you through every motion that I don't know actually what to think about the songs I'm listening to. Sometimes I'm liking it, sometimes I'm just sort of like, it's okay. The only one that really got my attention straight away was Gods for obvious reasons, but I don't know. We are definitely coming to a close now. What time are we on? Am I fearing? Yeah, this is probably the last track, if not second to last. I don't know. But yeah, it's a unique album. This is very unique. It's not really like anything I've heard before. And maybe that's the appeal of Sleep Token. But I don't know if it appeals to me. We'll find out as we go through the discography, yeah. But up to now, as a first studio album, obviously excluding EPs, it's not bad at all. It's not bad. It is a good album, but it's... I don't think I'd listen to it again in full. I'd probably listen to Gods again. And that other one that I enjoyed, was it Levitate? It feels like accessible metal, but it's not even metal. Well, most of it's not anyway. It's like an aggressive... No, fucking Jesus Christ. Speak English. An accessible album for those that don't really like the heavier stuff, but want to explore that world. Like I said, with the genre bends that are ever present in this album, there's something for everyone. It's a great way to get everyone on side. Oh, it's not the last track. I was about to say this would be a good closer, to be fair. Yeah, that one lost me. Again, it's not really my thing. I can see the appeal. I understand why the internet loves this band, but it's not for me. Oh, squeak, squeak, squeak. WD-40 is required. Just out of curiosity, how many more do we have left? That would be nice to know. Oh, this is the last one. Okay. I do have one thing to say when this is finished. At least one thing. I'd say leaving in the audio of sobbing was a great touch there. Sells the emotion a lot more. But that as a last track, that or the other one that came before, they can both compete for a spot for last track. But again, that's a fantastic last track, and definitely one of the strongest tracks on the album. I quite enjoyed that one. And that brings the album to a close. Now, what I will say straight away is that a lot of the choruses are very repetitive in as far as like vocals go. The vocal itself, like the quality of the vocals, is fucking phenomenal. Whoever the vocalist is for this band, I will do the research, is insane. Insane talent. As far as I know, it only gets better. As far as the instrumentals go, this album throws me through every single loop on the planet. It really does. It's a really diverse album as far as who it appeals to, how people can get involved, and how it connects with people as well. There's a big emotional, I'd say, soundtrack, big emotional resonance in this album, which is good. I do like albums with emotion behind them. That's exactly why one of my favourite albums of all time is certainly All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us by Architects. Completely different tone to this album as far as how aggressive the entire album is, but it's still got that same emotion. It's one of the most profound things I've ever listened to, and I love it for that reason. Whereas with this one, this is a tricky one, because I love a lot of the ideas that are present in this, but they're just not for me. I understand why this works for so many people, and I get why people like this, but it's not for me. I can appreciate it, and that's the one thing that I sort of don't understand. If we rewind a little bit on this channel, when I checked out My Chemical Romance, I could only somewhat see why people enjoyed MCR. It definitely isn't for me, but I can kind of respect it with certain songs. I thought, okay, yeah, I get the appeal behind this band. But for a majority of MCR's discography, I thought, this isn't great at all. It's quite bad. It's not bad, but I don't know, it's meh. I can't really kick on with MCR. I couldn't necessarily kick on with this either, but there's a lot more to offer here that I enjoyed. Which, to compare Sleep Talker to My Chemical Romance, that's some fucking comparison, I understand. But it's the only thing that's coming top of my head right now as far as what I've listened to recently. Maybe this style will grow on me, we will see. I have heard, of course, Take Me Back to Eden and the other album, I don't know its name, are more well beloved by a lot of people. This has its fans, but as far as a major audience goes, the next two are the heavy hitters, as far as I'm aware anyway, and really helped Sleep Talking come into the spotlight. Because this band's got 3 studio albums now, 4 coming out. Only 4 studio albums headlining Download is insane. What these guys have accomplished in 6 years being studio artists is mental. It's absolutely mental. Whether or not I think they deserve the success, we'll find that out in the coming weeks, I guess. But as far as a first studio album goes, it's not bad at all. It's quite good. It's very well produced. It's very well constructed. They had a vision for it, and I can see that vision. I appreciate this album a lot. It's art, to say the least. To put it in some sort of turn. But, as far as Sundowning goes, my favourite track on the album, probably go to Gods by default. I thought, which one was it? Was it Higher? I think I said I enjoyed. Let me double check, because a lot of these songs do sound the same, so I need to check. Yeah, I think Higher. I enjoyed Higher quite a lot as well. I'd like I said, I'd listen to a few of these tracks again. I wouldn't listen to most of them, but again, I appreciate what's going on here. I don't see the appeal too much, but I appreciate it. What would I score Sundowning? I guess I'd give it a strong 5, maybe 6. I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10, yeah. Because there's, like I say, I like the ideas, and I like probably 2 of the songs, 3 of the songs at most. I just appreciate the ideas behind it. It's a unique project, and of course, they're gonna only evolve from this. So yeah, that's where I'm getting at with Sleep Token so far. Not a bad start by any means. 5's not a bad score. It's respectable. It's like I said. It's just the overall sound of this record is not for me. It's not my personal taste, and that's why I'm gonna bump it down, because it's not something I'd listen to. But that is my thoughts on Sundowning. Of course, when we come back to check out more Sleep Token, what is their second album called? This Place Will Become Your Tomb. I've seen this album artwork plenty of times, and of course, this is. I don't know how I'd describe this, because, like I said, I don't know much about Sleep Token. I've only heard that Alkaline is a really well enjoyed song on this album by a lot of people. Hence the player count. Actually, I should have looked at that. It's a fan favourite. But if I was to compliment Sleep Token on one thing before I go, just as an outsider looking in so far, is the artwork and the imagery behind this band. I really, really like it. Like, if you look at the art for the singles, for example, like this Tomb album, I'll call it Tomb. There's a clear focus on like deep sea. I'm getting deep sea from this. I'm getting dark, deep ocean. And that is a cheat code for me, because I love anything like that. I love anything to do with marine biology. To use as a rough term, it can invoke so much imagination. So I'll probably go into that record with that on the mind, to be fair. But as far as Sundowning goes, it's I don't know. I'm not getting much from that. Now, what I've only just noticed is they have a deluxe edition. I didn't see this before. I want to dance with somebody from the room below. Excuse me? So I'm going to assume that these are like acoustics. Let me just check this out really quickly before we go. Well, yeah, there's no guitar in that one. So it's definitely more of an acoustic vibe. I want to listen to that chorus. One of the most famous songs in existence. Yeah, okay, I get the gist of it. I just wanted to give it a quick look. I don't want to listen to those things in full. I just want to check. But yeah, imagery of this band, fantastic. I love all the artwork for the singles and stuff. Anyways, again, shut your mouth. Sundowning. Oh, they did release it instrumentally. I clicked the wrong one. Okay, cool. This instrumental would be fantastic. Fantastic instrumentals. But as far as the album goes, I'll say it again. Not for me, but I appreciate it. I'll sign out now. I'm holding too long. Thanks for listening. We'll take out Tomb next time. I'll just call it that. And yeah, decent start, I'll say. We'll say it's a decent start for Sleep Token.